Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They're marking down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. He'll try and do this himself. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught at the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Running left, Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Flowers going to go in motion right. Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 68 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A give left side. Here's Achane. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Now 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll run. Achane. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A good pickup there, 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
Hill trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Henry is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
13. UAX. Report.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Change it.
Jackson will try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Winner go home. home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start with a give to Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Jackson. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw again is Jackson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only first down. He's got a few more shots, maybe. He can take it the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Ravens 14.
Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A run straight ahead with Achan. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right back to Achan on second down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're right here.
Again, it's Achan. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Now to it. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go. Likely, that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kenneth Grant able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Jackson going to keep it. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is taken in at the 5. Then he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 21.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, H.M. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another catch there for Waddle. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
22-yard line.
On the handoff, it's H.M. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run again.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
4th down and 1.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. H.M. And he is going to have a Miami first down. And the Dolphins are going to win the football game. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down and goal to go.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Dolphins advance.